Hello everyone, this is Vetino. In this video, I'm going to share my completely free training on my AI trading strategy to make around $300 per day. For those of you just getting to know me in this video, my name is Vetino and I founded the artificial intelligence bullgpt.io, which is an AI for both beginner and experienced traders. And today is the best AI tool for all traders, no matter their level or experience. So today, if you're a beginner trader just starting out and you already want to gain valuable insights into the market, you can be completely autonomous with the Bull GPT artificial intelligence. And even if you're an advanced trader, if you just want to get confirmations on your potential positions, this is also a tool that's made for you. To give a little context, if you're watching this video and I'm speaking English, it's simply because this video has been dubbed, because normally I'm French and I record this video in French. So don't worry if my voice sounds a little robotic. It's completely normal. I just want to clarify something. If you are on this video solely for entertainment or to see results that are simply unattainable, or if you are simply looking for people who are here to sell you a dream, then I directly invite you to leave this video right now. Understand that this video is not meant for you. In this very video, I'm going to share with you my step-by-step plan to achieve $300 per day through trading with artificial intelligence by utilizing a dedicated AI specifically for traders. So if you're unable to focus through the whole video, you can simply close it. However, if you've stuck around, know that at the end of the video, I'll also share a surprise if you want to access the BullGPT AI. So let's get straight into the video. First step, we're already on TradingView. It's the essential software if you're a trader. This is where you'll see all the charts, graphs, and so on. So it's directly here that you'll be able to analyze all the world's assets. Currently, I'm on gold, but if I want to go and look at Bitcoin, I certainly can. And if I want to check Euro USD, I can do that as well. It's truly on this very website where you can gain full access to the chart, the indicators for performing your analysis directly on the trend line and your Fibonacci. You can place your order blocks. You can do all your technical analysis. The only thing you can do on TradingView is macroeconomic analysis. So that's why I stay until the end of the video, because I'm also going to share with you the different sites I use to analyze the macroeconomy on the assets I'm going to trade. So in this video, we're going to take the example of gold, because for me, today, that's the only asset I trade. From Monday to Friday, what you need to know is that on the weekend, the market is closed. This allows you to take a break and gain some perspective on the financial markets. And personally, what I do is my immediate reflex before each trading session is to take a screenshot of the chart and upload it to BullGPT. I'm going to show you exactly how we'll do that step by step to maximize performance. Just before that, we're going to analyze one thing. What you need to know is that trading is absolutely not a sprint, it's a marathon. So you shouldn't be rushed and shouldn't take a maximum number of positions. You need to take only the best positions. And to also maximize your results, you should only take positions when you are sure to have the best opportunities during the day. And how to see that? We're going to head directly over to the mataf.net website. So once we are on the mataf.net site, we'll go directly here to Forex trading tool, Forex volatility. This will allow us to see the different trading hours depending on the various assets. So right here, we'll have a search bar available and we'll use it to directly find the specific asset we're looking for. In this particular example, we're going to search directly for gold. So I also want to clarify that when you're on mataf.net, here you'll get the best trading hours based on your time zone. So currently I'm in the Paris time zone, but if you're in the US, you'll directly see the best hours. So the hours you see here for me clearly won't be the same for you. So here I see my hours where there is the most volatility. In trading, volatility can mean danger, but also opportunity. The advantage is with the right tools and skills, it often means opportunity, provided you don't act recklessly and trade outside the economic announcements. I'll come back to this later in the training. So that's why make sure to stay until the end of the video to not miss any information. So here, the best trading hours for me are around 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. That's when we'll see the most volatility, or else early in the morning. So I really encourage you to check for yourselves, depending on the months and so on. Volatility also changes. So what I'm going to advise you is to connect only at those times. Now, as I'm recording this video, it's not really the best time, but that's fine. We'll still run the test together for the video. I usually connect directly in the early afternoon Paris time. Then once I'm connected during the best trading hours, you'll need to immediately take screenshots to insert them into BullGPT. So before that, we'll need to address one crucial point. You'll have to define who you are, what precise type of trader you actually are. Are you, for instance, more of a scalper, a day trader, or perhaps a swing trader? That means short-term, medium-term, or long-term strategies. Personally, I only trade using scalping, which means I'm focused on short-term trades. So when I'm doing that, I'll exclusively prioritize the 1 minute and 5 minute charts. And when I'm talking about this, these are the time frames that you can find directly right here. If I'm a day trader, I'll prefer 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. And for swing trading, I'll rather look at 15 minute, 1 hour, and 4-hour charts. Okay, so that's super important to keep in mind. I'm going to remove that immediately, and then I'll get myself on the right time frame to take my very first screenshot. So I've immediately set the time frame to 1 minute. And what I'll do now is really zoom in on the chart to clearly see the graph's latest movement. That's it. The last hour will be more than enough. I can even zoom in a little more so we can clearly see the chart. So what's also very important is that you'll really need to zoom in properly to clearly differentiate the wick from the candle's body. All right, it's crucial that on the screenshot, we can clearly distinguish these two elements. So it's really important not to zoom in or out too much, but still zoom in enough so the chart fits within the frame. So here we see that it fits well within the frame. So what I'm going to do is directly take a first screenshot of the chart. So again, I'm on a 1 minute time frame, given that I'm more of a short-term trader. So I'm going to take my very first screenshot. I'll then drag this directly over to the artificial intelligence BullGPT.io. We're going to take a second screenshot. So I'm setting it to 5 minutes, and here in 5 minutes, there it's the same. Here we can really see the chart for over 24 hours. So that will be more than enough. I'm also taking a screenshot. And I'm dropping this directly into BullGPT AI as usual. Now I'll run the analysis and the AI will gather all the data. So it will already perform a technical analysis on the screenshots you've provided. That's why it's super important to take good screenshots. Don't zoom out too much, but zoom in enough so we can really differentiate everything and perform the best analysis possible. What you should know, I'm taking advantage of this loading time to tell you a little bit about artificial intelligence itself. BullGPT, it was first internally backtested by a group of traders, trained by traders, and also designed for traders. Today, we trained our agents on our technical analysis strategy. You probably also know the concepts, but we've adapted them to an AI's language, and we also collect all the data because today we work with 3 different data providers. So these are websites that collect data all day long on all assets, and they share it with us in exchange for payment. So today we pay these sites several hundred euros per month to get all that data on all the world's assets. So when you launch the analysis, as I just did, the AI has now detected that it directly analyzes gold. So now we'll retrieve all the data on gold to get the full macroeconomic context around the asset and then directly provide us with the analysis we just saw in front of us. So now we're going to have a whole lot of different things. First, we're going to have the metrics right here, including market stability, the RSI, the economic context, and the volume over 24 hours, 7 days, and 1 month. And then here, we're going to have the trading plan. So we'll have the trading plan specifically for scalping, for day trading, and for swing trading. And also we're going to have the full explanation of the trade every time, and that will allow us to get a comprehensive overview. Often you're going to have sell limits or buy limits. It's quite rare for us to enter directly at the market price. Why? Because when you read the explanation of the analysis, we'll often wait for bounces or for us to return directly to certain zones. That's also why sometimes these specific zones don't get triggered. Therefore, sometimes we don't even enter a position on trades for the simple reason that there's a golden rule in trading. It's better not to trade at all than to trade. En fait, c'est peut-être jamais pesitiser sur une... Okay, because if you don't trade, well, you won't make any money, but you won't lose any either. Whereas if you do trade, then there are potentially some really poor opportunities to take, and at that very moment, you'll lose money. So being a trader also means knowing when not to trade. Understood? So right here, you're going to have your complete trading plan. This is exactly what you'll be able to copy and paste onto your broker or the trading application you're using to directly enter a position. Next, here we'll have all the technical analysis. So here it's thanks to the screenshot. That's why it's important to take the right screenshots. So the technical analysis is as accurate as possible. So everything is detailed. You can check it's all correct if you took your screenshots properly. This is also why I always recommend that you take your screenshots on a computer. On the phone, it's much too small and the AI cannot perform a full analysis. And then we'll also have the probable scenarios, bearish, bullish, and the other scenarios. This also gives a slightly more global overview of it all. And here we're going to be covering the entirety of macroeconomics. So that's also the last point I'd like to discuss with you, and that is macroeconomics. So here you'll be able to see precisely all the economic announcements for the asset in question. And if you click directly on the website, you'll be redirected to another site, which is Forex Factory. So here you'll directly have all the economic announcements, and you'll then see which currency is directly impacted. So here, what we'll be interested in is what's related to gold, to the dollar, etc. So for today, we can see things are okay, nothing too wild. I mean, we only have orange indicators here, but when there's a red flag, what I'm going to recommend is not to trade 15 minutes before the economic announcement and 15 minutes after, because the market moves quite strangely and it's not the right moment to take any opportunities. So here's the situation with Bull GPT. What you need to know is that today on gold, you're going to get really good results compared to all other assets, because gold is currently the primary asset on which this artificial intelligence is trained. So if you're a beginner, what I can advise you to do is trade gold using Bull GPT. That's where you will achieve the best results. Today, you also need to take into account that you'll have a training session right here, which will teach you to master the tool in more detail, to calculate your lots, and to also register for a trading account. Ultimately, you'll have access to a complete support system, and it will also allow you to unlock some small rewards, one of which, for example, is access to a WhatsApp mentor. So you will have a mentor who will truly be there to help you in depth and assist you in achieving your trading goals. So also know that you're not at all alone in your trading. You're always accompanied. There is always someone there to help you. And that is a little bit the vision of Bull GPT today. Our vision is for you to use the product and be as satisfied as possible with it. So to get back to the position directly for scalping, I'll show you the demo on how to enter a trade directly. The entry point will be between 4,658 and 4,666, and we'll go directly for a sell order. So 4,666, the absolute highest point of entry to truly ensure you get the very best entry.
We are truly here.
Following that, at the level of the stop loss, 4,672. Our stop loss is right here, and the take profit is at 4,644. 4,644. Yeah, so at this level, we are directly on a risk reward of 3.4. So if you put 100 euros, if you risk 100 euros on your trade, if your trade hits the stop loss, you lose 100 euros. However, if your take profit is reached, you will gain 340 euros in profit. So that's also quite important. It's having a tool that gives you extremely positive risk rewards. And today on Bull GPT, you'll never have a negative risk reward where you lose more money than you could actually win. So that's also the advantage of accessing a good product. And today you can gauge that a little bit. So you can see I took the upper limit at 4,666, but if I want to input 4,658 here, so we're still looking at a risk reward ratio that's at least positive, but then I have a higher chance of being stopped out. However, if my stop loss is hit, I'll lose a larger percentage of my capital. Ultimately, my risk reward becomes more negative, so I'll lose more money than if I position myself with an equal lot size and an entry point at 4,666. But on the other hand, I'll be triggered less often, because if the price comes back to this point and then it moves from here at 4,658, I won't get stopped out, and potentially I'll go for my take profit. But the risk reward is much smaller than if I stay at my entry point at 4,666 directly here. I think you've pretty much understood the idea. Next, if we look at the buy limit scenario, here we'll have an entry at 4,620, 4,630. So we'll take the middle entry point. We'll place ourselves directly at 4,625. So 4,625 with a stop loss at 4,606 and a take profit at 4,660. 4,606, 4,660 for a profit target. So even if we consider the middle range, we're still looking at a risk reward ratio of 1.87, which is quite enormous. We're almost at a risk reward of 2, which is still considered very good. So just imagine if I were to take the range below at 4,620, well, then we're at 2.87, which is even more appealing. We'll stick with the middle range as usual. And here we can see that this scenario makes sense, right? A slight short-term rise to look for a scalping entry, then a drop to find my entry for a day trading buy. That makes total sense with the rest of the analysis. So don't you worry about that. There's no coincidence. It's well thought out. And today, the results simply speak for themselves. So if you'd rather have short-term, medium-term, or long-term trades, that's entirely possible. If you want to combine all three to take on more positions, perhaps because you're a bit more of an aggressive trader, you can certainly do that as well. Ultimately, you can completely adapt the AI based on exactly what you're looking for. And anyway, to give you a little insight into the testimonials we've received regarding artificial intelligence, you can see that we have a great many reviews from people who are extremely satisfied with the product itself. So please don't hesitate to go and check out our Trustpilot page. Honestly, you'll find that we are very highly rated. The company is verified and also happens to be very well rated. So please don't hesitate to take a look at that as well. In all cases, in the description, you will see the link to the artificial intelligence. And if you've stayed with us all the way to this point, you're going to receive the exclusive promo code FOUNDER, which will specifically grant you a full 15% discount on your entire order, whether it's for a monthly subscription or a lifetime membership directly. You'll get 15% of your purchase. So don't hesitate to enter this special promo code. It was a promise. This was the little surprise I'm giving you right now. So don't hesitate to also leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you again soon in an upcoming video.